Hi guys, I got up today with Omar and then I went back to bed. Listening to the video that I created yesterday, but couldn't upload till today because I had to go back to bed. And actually I might have created it today in the middle of the night, which I could view as yesterday. That's my lemon salt water. I haven't really been dieting. I have been doing a lot of intermittent fasting, but like I said, I didn't lose any weight, so. I went back to bed listening to that video. I started watching and then I went to sleep. I actually did it twice. I had intense dreams. Not good dreams, like nightmares, as I've had from time to time. The interesting thing is, you might not know, I read it though, you can look it up, and it's indisputable. We all dream. We have dogs dream, animals, everyone dreams, okay? At least all mammals. I don't know that reptiles dream or whatnot, I don't know, maybe they do, but you only dream in a certain stage, which is your REM stage, and you only reach that after a certain number of hours. There's a small percentage of people in this world, very small percentage. It's really small, who dream in, you don't have to reach REM sleep. I'm one of those people. It's usually artists, it's usually creative people. Because I didn't reach, I mean, if I'm up and I fall back to sleep, you can't instantly reach that, and I know I've had it other times where I've gone to sleep for a nap and had intense dreams, okay, so it's impossible. You don't reach REM sleep that fast. You're supposed to go through the stages, and like I said, if you read about it, it's usually artists who will dream a lot quicker after they fall asleep than other people. They were all anxiety nightmares. And one, somebody was outside. It wasn't here, although, you know, it's a dream, it might be meant to be, I don't, it wasn't here, but it was where I lived anyway, and he was outside doing something outside in the pouring rain. And I'm like, why are you doing, I'm like, wow, I'm impressed you do that, but he had brought back my stuff, and it was getting soaked, and it was, my cardboard box is getting soaked, and that's probably reminiscent of how I nearly lost all my poetry and songs. And I told my hairstylist that yesterday. I've been seeing her for years now. That was probably playing on my mind how that could have happened. And cardboard box, but it's traveled back and forth in states and this, that, whatever, and then, you know, winds up getting completely destroyed by a freak thing like that, you know. And then I've had these dreams before, but they're horrible, where my mom is driving. She's not supposed to be driving, but I'm in the car, and in the dream we both died because she couldn't, she was unable. I was next to her holding the steering wheel, and all she was responsible for was the gas and the brakes or whatever, and I just wanted to stop, and she wasn't able to stop us. And then she was going to call someone on the phone how to stop us, and meanwhile we were going to die, you know. It was bad. We were hitting trees, we were hitting all kinds of crap and poles, and it was awful, but fortunately it was a dream. And as I've told you, when she's gotten sick, even just recently, it's always, I'm going to drive again and you can't stop me. Well, don't be too sure about that, Mama, because I have cried to more than one therapist over the years about how you always say you're going to drive again, and how you point out, well, she's 90 across the street and she still drives, and da-da-da-da-da, and I'll just go local and I won't go on the highway and I'll take lessons. That's her favorite. Lessons can't teach you reflexes, Mom. Even though technically the meds you're on don't prevent you from driving, I know you shouldn't be driving, so. It never came to it, but it's still always what winds up being a bone of contention between us, you know? Because she has her license. and they're good for like 7 years. So technically she could, and she could afford to buy a car, you know, if she took the money from her for, you know what I mean? So it basically comes down to I'm being mean to her, and why don't I believe in her, and why can't she drive, and you know, she wants to drive. And then of course the whole fucking shit now with the church. She just wants to go to church. If she had a car, she could drive herself to church. See, what am I supposed to do, people? I know in my gut, preventing her from driving and being mean as I've had to be, because she gets mean. Like, she drives, you can't stop me, and why do you have to be like this, and oh my God. But I truly believe in my heart that I just know my mom should never get behind the wheel of a car again. I don't care if people her age drive, okay? My friend down the street is her age or older and drives. God sent women the same thing. Every situation does not apply to every other situation. No way in fucking hell. My heart starts pounding when she starts talking about wanting to drive. I get it, I do. It's so fucking sucky, you know? Now it's the point where she can't even go to church. I mean, it sickens me, it hurts me. I was crying on the bus yesterday, but she, again, it's only when she starts to break down, but you never know when that will happen either, where she's saying she'll take lessons and she wants to drive, and I'm just being mean if I think she can't drive. Yeah. I don't feel that way, people. In my gut, I know my mom should never drive again, okay? It's not me being mean or paranoid or etc. I know in my gut she would wind up killing or seriously harming either, you know, herself or someone else. I know it in my gut. If I witness everyday behavior and whatnot, you know, she's doing fine living alone. Like I said, she has more help now. And I am, and you know, I go there once a week to cook for her, and she loves it, and she could just heat up these meals that are all prepared and all nutritionally wonderful with spinach and kale and beans and meat, and you know what I mean? And how convenient for her. And I do that for her every week. But I can't get her to church. Only someone behaving decently. I thought this was going to be a done deal. You understand? If you were in my shoes, you would have thought it was a done deal too. Pastor puts out a memo for my mom's old church. This woman needs a ride. Somebody volunteers. They take her twice and then go MIA and don't even have the courtesy to say why or return her calls or anything like that, any more than the pastor does. And I'm left with my flabbergasted. I'm left in total shock. Total shock. You have it, right? Clean the kitchen.